Welcome to Frontlinetactic. Today we are checking out Chaos Gate Daemonhunters. This is a game that I've been looking forward to ever since it was announced. I've always been asking for this style of game. This is basically a spiritual successor to the original Chaos Gate that came out, oh gosh, like 20 years ago. I know, I checked my watch for dramatic effect. But I've been super stoked for this. The Grey Knights is one of my favorite forces of 40k. I do actually have these two armies. I play Imperial Fist traditionally, but I also have Death Guard and Grey Knights that I play on the table. So this is super fun for me because it's like two of my three favorite armies in one game. So I've been super stoked and waiting for this. Those of you guys that don't know what type of game this is or understand what an XCOM-esque game is a squad-based game where you customize and outfit your soldiers to fill certain roles, and then their success on the battlefield determines basically XP and they level up. I'm assuming this one also has the permanent death mechanic, much like others of the same genre have. So let's get into this before I just ramble on too much. It's kind of nice. They actually give you quite a few save spots. Let's just do standard. Grandmaster mode. What is this? Disables manual saving. This campaign will be limited to a single autosave slot only. Oh, Grandmaster mode prevents you from save scumming. I'm not going to do that, but just because I want to be able to save and back up my files. But yes, we are going to be playing with the rule no save scumming. We'll just do standard and continue. Okay, this is nice. It's always nice that they put a warning on those things.
It is the 41st millennium.
Gunshots.
For more than 100 centuries, the Emperor has sat immobile on the golden throne of Earth. Mankind wages a never-ending battle for survival against the demonic power of the Chaos Gods. But by one force is humanity shielded from true darkness.
I love that tower.
Knights. This secret chapter of
That
Space
seal.
Marines are the Imperium's surest defense against that which the Emperor foresaw would be its greatest threat. Humanity's blade against the demon. For in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war.
It's almost like the Warhammer 40k slogan right there. In the grim dark future, there is only war. So it was nice that they kind of added that. That's kind of like that tie-in. I am curious to see how faithful this is to the other 40k lores and Shrine World gathers. Whoa.
Unidentified Astartes vessel.
Was not paying attention to that.
Everett of the warship Holiness of Ra. Geheris is lost. Repeat, Geheris is lost. All Imperial vessels are to withdraw at once.
Yeah, that planet looks pretty screwed. Star Strike Cruiser of the Baleful Edict. This is supposed to be ours. Chapter designation 666. Grey Knights.
Astartes vessel, do you read me? Geheris is doomed. Please acknowledge this warning and...
You have done all you can, Captain. Go, in the Emperor's light.
You cannot sail into this storm.
We do what we must. Farewell, Captain.
Yeah, Grey Knights do what they want. Like they don't. They have the authority above most Marines.
Commander, we cannot maintain this orbit for long.
Dispatch the assault team at once. I will join them and put an end to this myself.
Your will be done.
Grey Knights also customarily have Inquisitors assigned with them. And so if like you don't listen to the Grey Knight, you're gonna listen to the Inquisitor, and if you don't listen to either one of them, like this is how you just get executed.
The assault team is engaged, Commander. They clear a path your arrival.
Here I stand, one unbreakable shield against the darkness.
I've always been a...
Arcadium falls, Hector. Our quest is finally near its end.
I was a fan of the halberds. I just love the look of them. But each damage type in this game, from what I understand, has, or each weapon type has its own bonus to combat. So we're gonna go shut a warp storm down or something. All right, here we go.
Palamedes, report.
We have cleared a path.
Apothecary, nice.
Our target lies ahead.
Time is against us, brothers. We breach the cathedral.
All right, camera, WACD, I like that. Movement. So they have action points, it looks like. So he has 3 action points. So he'll have 2 action points left over here. He has 1 action point left over here, and he'll have 0 action points if I move him there. It looks like they've been throwing down. They're all injured. I can't zoom out too much. Okay. So yeah, it said this was a shrine world.
Ha! Deluded zealots.
Your Imperium shall burn!
The textures on these models look really good.
Cowards and weaklings. Advancing into cover.
Punish.
So it's really, this is like a tutorial. It's really just holding your hand.
Face the Emperor's judgment.
So the controls are pretty similar to others of this exact same style. Okay, reload, confirmation. There we go.
I will end that heretic.
Let's hurry up and get through the tutorial.
Justice.
Uther, dispense of that heretic with your blade.
Is this Uther? Oh, there we go. Gundaris Uther.
Grant them no quarter.
Yes, Commander. I am the Emperor's fury.
I'm sorry, humans should have
Cover,
just...
Uther. Trust in the Aegis.
Alright, Aegis Shield provides bonus temporary armor for 1 turn. Each point of armor absorbs 1 point of damage before HP is lost. Okay, damage reduction. If your knight has permanent armor points, they are restored at the beginning of their turn. Okay, so I can increase it. Activate +2 armor for 1 turn. Yeah, let's confirm that. Aegis Shield. Okay.
Gods be with me!
Alright. So, they are worshippers of Karn. You can tell by the symbol up in the corner. Or the symbol on the skull, that is.
Just wait. Just wait.
Okay, so there's Overwatch in this game.
It bleeds.
He's getting tore up.
Overwatch.
He's setting up Overwatch. Okay.
Time stands against us. I will breach the cathedral.
Move your camera to look inside the door. Oh. And then tell him to go in there. Okay, so that's how we breach. It's teaching us how to breach. This scene. Oh, it's in all the cutscenes and all the cinematic trailers of the show.
Delayed by these weaklings.
Blood letters. Use environment. Hazardous objects are identified with the circle icon. They are can often be interacted with to your advantage. All right. Oh, I can tell. Oh, I can choose how I want it to fall. That's really cool. So we want to fall it that way. Let's do it. I'm gonna just... So brutal.
Iolanthus, your brother is pinned. Advance and deliver retribution.
Okay, so it wants me to go there.
By your command.
Deploy your frag grenade, brother.
I can pivot the I can pivot the camera. Oh, I love that. All right, frag out. Wrath. Oh, so awesome.
Deliver the Emperor's judgment, Uther. Advance and train your bolter on that doorway. Unleash your
So
blessed ammunition.
these guys are going to be interesting to play around with because they have that jetpack, if you can see it, where it has the little prongs hanging out of it. These guys are supposed to be able to teleport and shunt around and do things.
At once, Commander.
I probably would have apothecaried him, but you know, the game's like, hey, why don't you just set up Overwatch, which is still a good option. I think I like my health on my boys a little bit higher. Ooh. So it's gonna teach us all the different mechanics. So this is pinned.
Apothecary.
It's gonna teach us a downed opponent. Did such a good job on the detail of the models.
I sense dark powers from within.
So he's just gonna be okay. Adjacent damage with melee weapons will automatically strike you if you move out of range, and it's gonna teach us attacks of opportunity, which is a very D&D thing, but still a lot of these games have them. Rotate the camera. Yeah, we've kind of already figured that. Okay, what is this? Abilities. Wrath of the Ancient. Unleash a rolling wall of force that devastates all enemies in the path. Knockback armor break 1. So we're now talking about it's now teaching us psychic powers. Okay. Confirm it. That was pretty cool.
End that demon, Palamedes.
Engage
Alright.
him now.
Apparently has suffered a pinned affliction which penalizes his AP. So he's at 2 AP versus 3 AP. Alright. Where does it want me to do? Alright, apparently we're just gonna hit back.
Curses.
Auto defense. Brother has an auto defense pair that can cancel the first melee attack against. Attack it again. So it really hones into research and learn your enemies.
Lose another battle, brother Iolanthus. Both demons must be destroyed.
So let's basically come in and just do melee. Okay. He has apparently a precision targeting. Successful critical strikes with melee attacks allow you to damage one of the enemy's target points for an advantage in combat. Select a torso to stun it.
Return to the jaws of your master.
You've stunned the bloodletter. Stunned enemy will always be crit on your next attack, giving you easy access to precision targeting. Alright, let's execute. Just cut him in half. That was cool. And then he has Force Strike.
Die once more.
So Force Strike is something that Grey Knights can do where they charge their weapons with force energy. So I'm guessing that that's going to be a mechanic in this game to cause extra damage on strikes.
There is not much time, brothers, but we must prepare for the coming battle. I can sense enemy reinforcements. Palamedes, resuscitate Uther, so you may both defend against them.
There we go. So this is where the apothecary comes in. I would have apothecaried earlier
Take up
before
defensive
this happened.
positions, Palamedes. The enemy reinforcements will be here soon.
So it looks like he can't heal past 50% because he was downed. Let's say to reload.
Your resolve is commendable, Uther.
Critical
Join
wounds
Palamedes
recovery.
in defense of the cathedral.
Yep, I was right. So I noticed the AI perfect. Okay. So get over there. Okay, everyone's gonna reload. Looks like.
Iolanthus with me. There's a breach in the wall ahead.
Alright, get over there. Make the guy that can't teleport.
I will breach the inner sanctum.
So we're doing like a two-pronged here. Okay, he has shields. So it looks like underneath his HP bar. So it looks like that's like his shield rating. Okay, a bunch of Khorne cultists. My guess is they're gonna do a... He walks through the charms.
Very cool.
Ooh, does he know the demon's name? Does it...
Futile. Millions of souls feed the flame. The threshold is passed.
I'm gonna have to look to see if Aircool is a reoccurring character in 40k lore, or if it's just made for this game.
Your ritual is ended. Relish this breath, for it is your last.
Demons only have strength.
Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull thrower.
Names are still super powerful and important in demonhood. Also, demons are reoccurring in the 40k lore, so if you kill them, they just kind of go back into this other dimension. Can you jump that? Or you want me to run clear over there? Oh, excellent jump. Good, good. This game's very cinematic. But no, so you kill the demons and they just kind of lose their physical form and they go back to the subdimension until they gather enough strength or enough followers or whatever's going on with that specific demon. And then they just come back. So unless you trap them, which some of the Grey Knights have in weapons or artifacts, the demons just come back later. It's this endless fight and this endless cycle. So apparently we're just gonna walk up and we're just gonna stab a greater demon.
Uther, we must protect the cathedral.
Oh man, there's a lot of them coming. See, I think I would have grenaded first if I had a grenade, and then Overwatch. Those things are so nasty on the battlefield. Oh, so they have Overwatch shots until they're out of ammo. So as long as you go through that. Oh, it just flat killed him.
Our brothers have bought us
This
precious
is
time.
literally
Flank that demon and fire at will.
talking about how we're going to be remaking. Alright, so we're doing it. Okay, so we can control our movement a little bit.
For the Emperor!
Get some shots off.
You profane this sacred place with your master's fire. This ends now, demon.
So we're just go for it. Like, we're not supposed to I think that we're supposed to, like, almost fail. still up?
For the Emperor.
The eyes look so wild.
Mortal, weakling spawn of a false god.
I mean, Terminator armor's tough.
Furnishes darkness.
Your prayers mean nothing.
I am the hammer!
You have beaten me for now, little knight. But the war
Yeah.
I fight is eternal.
They rended his soul, which sends him back to the warp. But yeah, like, he's just gonna come right back. That's what I was wondering. It's like, should I know this name? This is what actually happens to a lot of Grey Knights. It's either, it's twofold with the Grey Knights lore. It's either they come in and just
Warp signatures fading.
clean house and they just
Then the
decimate
blood ritual
everything,
is ended.
or they almost have these like
Where is
suicide
that
missions.
Report. Where is the commander?
He died a champion's death. Blade on blade against the foulest blasphemy.
Victory. Yeah. Oh, another thing, if for those that are new to Grey Knights, these symbols, these shield pauldrons, these crests, each one means something specific. So a black sword usually means combat, or felling an enemy. The white skulls usually mean that they were a part of an offense that helped protect civilians or a battle brother. And then I can't remember what the white stripe. I think it's some kind of like held the defense line. So if I'm reading the heraldry right, if I remember how the lore goes, I know this is kind of dorky. This means that defended a military installation of some kind, either directly Grey Knight, Battle Brothers, Astartes, or Militarum, and then also was pinnacle in helping fell one of the major opponents or issues. Your commander is fallen, but all is not lost. The Grey Knights are powerful, genetically modified super soldiers. They can sustain injuries that would kill a normal human. They are not invincible. Your Grey Knights each have a special resource called Resilience, which indicates how many critical wounds they can survive after the course of a campaign before their injuries require their remains to be returned to their home on Titan. As your knights rise in ranks, they will eventually earn more resilience. Okay, so when an Astartes, even a Grey Knight, they're part of the Astartes, if they are fallen to basically keep their genetic code safe, they have a bunch of extra organs, and so an apothecary's job is to harvest these organs and their body and then bring them back to their home world or home fleet so that they can be laid to rest. And then these organs are actually essentially recycled and implanted into a new recruit to make them a super soldier just like them. I'm gonna lore so hard in this. It's it's just kind of drifting there. It has this like weird bank to it. Baleful Edict not doing so good. Nope, nope, there it goes. No, it's fine. Never mind. So they stop it from becoming a demon world, or is... I mean, it's lost as an imperial world. I mean, it's toast.
A long campaign, over at last.
A victory at the cost of the commander's life.
Alive, he was ever a faithful servant to the Emperor. A true hero.
I love the scriptures. It's tied to like part of the armor.
Death, at least his duty has finally ended.
Assertion. This ship remains in crisis. The Baleful Edict is seriously damaged.
Because this is where one of the mechanics of the game come into play, where you also have to like manage
Yes.
your ship
That
upgrades.
is why I have invited our guest.
You have appointed him to take the commander's place?
No one else suitable survived the campaign.
Falsehood. You also live.
My apologies, Acting Commander. The priests of Mars do not understand our nightly oaths.
That's interesting. Very fourth wall breaking. That's how they include you as a player.
Your task is to lead us for the voyage home. It is a simple duty, and once we return to Titan, I will put the future of your command to the chapter's grandmasters. In the meantime, I will provide what advice I can.
So what rank are you? Are you a Justicar?
I will also support you with counsel and service. But remember, the Baleful Edict is my chief concern.
I
Careful
never
with
trust
this ship.
Mars
Sail
Mechanicus
for Titan
or
on your
Skitari.
word, Commander.
They're part of a machine cult that doesn't
Strike
actually
Force
take,
Cyphos at your disposal.
that doesn't actually have full what's the word I'm looking for? Allegiance to the Imperium. And so they're very selfish sometimes, and they will not have a problem with undermining Imperial or human relations or Astartes relations to basically get what they want. They hunger for truth, but they also worship the machine god, the Omnissiah. And so it always feels like they're willing to just throw you under the bus so that they can either learn something, get new tech, or preserve a machine. Like they value machines' lives, or leaves the machine's function over lives. And you know, in war times, that's true. Sometimes you have to keep the machine running in order to save more lives. There's that triage that you have to do. But it's just I've never saw eye to eye with the ideology of the Mars Mechanicus. I have an issue with the Mechanicus. Some people do, and some people don't. It's one of the things that this game is so awesome with how deep the lore is and how all the different military factions and political factions is. You can literally find your own like little seat to sit on at the table. And I'm just rambling now. All right, let's go back. I told you I'm a huge 40k nerd. Welcome to the Baleful Edict. Love the name. With the fall of the commander Agraven, you have been promoted to provisional command of the Baleful Edict for our journey back to Titan. It should be simple duty, but you will need to manage our limited resources and respond to any threats we encounter along the way. Strike Force Xiphos is at your disposal. I have my own Strike Force, which should be
Commander,
essentially like a kill
would you
team.
Please join me in the Strategium.
I actually think this is where I'm going to end it. That was the tutorial, and then I think where we're going to do is we're going to go from here for next episode is then tackle managing the teams, first mission, because now I'm commander, so now this is going to be my first, next episode will be my first official mission for this, and I am super stoked to play this. Well, thank you for joining me, and I'm looking forward to doing the next mission with you guys. All right, stay safe on the front line. See you next time.